Hello, everybody. How is it going? Let me catch up on chat here. Ooh, looks like your boy Nobody beat Magus. Getting old, Magus. Getting old and slow. I'm kidding. How's everybody doing? Easter Eve. Oh, yeah, tomorrow's Easter. How about that? Hope you all have a good one. Off to see the wizard. Yes, indeed. the mage. Good Morrow says Silent. What's up, buddy? A reef got a diagnosis, has to maintain a good sleep schedule to recover. Yeah, I don't know if it has to do with an insomnia and anxiety from that, then I'm not much of a stranger there. That's definitely a good thing. Three large projects to do. Yeah, that sounds like college to me. That's definitely speaks to my college experience. Your boy Nobody, Silent Echo, Magus, the End King. Welcome, welcome. All right, yeah. Welcome everybody. Let's hop right into mods today, huh? Today, well, this week, I guess, there's only one big one that really caught my eye. Well, not really a big one, it's just an armor and weapon set. I'll throw that into chat here. My goodness, this chat window is driving me nuts. It's gonna be the death of me today. All right, boom. So if you're doing a paladin or a cleric or something, looks like this is fully physics enabled. Excuse me. It's got all the shiny metal pieces and stuff in it. It looks more like normal mapping here, where all the lighting is shown bouncing off of the armor. Looking good, nice and shiny on the metal parts. Very bloody on the, what do you call that? The tabard part, the cloth. Very cool looking. Lighting bounces off of it very well. 12th century crusader. I actually really appreciate all like the blood stuff. This would be great for like a Pellinal build or something, because that dude was he was devout, but he was very brutal. He was not shy when it came to blood. Yeah, so you're looking for a crusader, you know, cleric type build. There you go. This kind of reminds me. Does anybody remember the I think it was PS3 build game called Dante's Inferno? It was a third-person hack and slash game, and you played like a crusader. It was just like brutal, bloody, kill everything crusader, killing lots of demons and stuff. Anyway, pretty cool imagery. Now let's see. That's just weapons and armor. I think it came with the sword and all that. And then this one was kind of just like a funny one, made me chuckle. Thriller Draugr. So this one, this guy was using to test the animation rig for Draugr, for new Draugr animations, and he dropped in the Thriller dance one and forgot about it. And so one of the Draugr that he had following his Necromancer character just started breaking out into the Thriller dance. So he's like, you know what, this is awesome. I'm putting this on the Nexus. So there you go. Back when it was okay to be a Michael Jackson fan. There you go. Is that the one that Joe? No, I think Joe has some kind of like party wagon or something build or mod going on in his loadout, because he did paste in or show in one of his. Sometimes he does like a cheeky little end of his videos scene of like a little blooper or something funny that happened, and there were like naked people standing up drinking in one of the party wagons in one of the carriages going through Riverwood. So he's got some kind of funny carriage system going on in his game. The music still holds up, right? Yeah. Ireshot, welcome, welcome. All right, well, those were the only two mods that I saw. There was also this, all right, hopefully the not safe for work filters still show up. Okay, we're good. there's this core impact framework here. This is not really anything. This feels like something that's going to be expanded to great effect later on. So this one kind of surfaces all these different conditions for impacts, like, you know, based on race, armor type, the type of weapon that you're using to hit. You can change it from like a blood spatter to like a spark or whatever. So this is going to be pretty cool to see what people come up with on this. I'm not sure. I didn't actually take the the time yesterday while I was busy at work to read through the whole damn thing. But this does actually create some very interesting potential for more immersive combat in this game. So check that out. Keep an eye on it. You're gonna see some cool expansions. It does look like some things are already making use of it. So Dead Dwarven explodes. I guess we could see as an example what that's doing. Using the new core impact framework mod, this mod will make all dead dwarven automaton explode when struck by any attack. So yeah, that's probably going to be a bit much, but that kind of gives you the idea of these triggers that this CIF mod is surfacing for other modders. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Swerve, welcome, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hey guys, Swerve actually does do content creation on YouTube. He's been doing a Starfield Let's Play. He's been actually getting a nice little following for his Starfield playthrough that he's been doing. He's been, let's see here. Let's see if I can find his channel. Go to channel. Here we go. Boom. He does a lot of Skyrim stuff too. He's been working on his 1.0 of his Starfield mod list, trying to get that game up to where he would like to have it. Damn Norton. Starfield has been a lot of fun. Yeah, that's something that I haven't done yet with Starfield, is really explore the modding scene, and Swerve is doing that. Oh shoot, Magus got me. Nice. Well done, Magus. Yeah, that's one thing I haven't done in Starfield is check out the modding scene yet. And Swerve is kind of doing all the busy work for me. He had kind of like the same complaints I did about the game, and he's going through trying to fix the issues he had, like, you know, everybody does for every game with BGS. 6.9 views. Yeah, there you go. 6.9 thousand. Giggity. Noise. There you go, guys. Appreciate the plug. Cheers, guys. Starfield has been coming along great. Awesome. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back into the game. I've just been busy with other stuff lately. I also want to go back and do another playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077 as well. So, and Dragon's Dogma 2. I think Dragon's Dogma 2 will be the next one that I install. I did just beat Black Myth Wukong last night. Man, that was a tough game. Especially if you didn't follow guides and know about all the like little BS obscure secrets that you could use to get this gear that makes certain boss fights much easier. I did it the hard way and it hurt. No, I did not. That's why it was so hard. That game, isn't that totally frowned upon? Not anymore. No, especially for like Souls-like games. Things are so obscure and so difficult that you almost need to see at least how other people are approaching boss fights in order to kind of stand a chance on some of these. Gonna ban me for that? He's got the ban hammer. I wonder how that would work. Can a mod ban a channel owner? I don't think so, probably not. But yeah, it was tough. The game, I got a lot of complaints about Black Myth Wukong as well. It's a really cool game, right? The visuals are stunning, the character models, the like fight choreography, the animations, all of it's super good. Performance is terrible. at least on PC, I had to run 2 different third-party apps to wrap around the Unreal game engine to actually get this to maintain a playable frame timing. So yeah, the performance was terrible. Can't condone it for the performances. The storytelling was obfuscated, but a lot of that, probably the story would have been more meaningful to somebody who grew up with those stories, and it really resonated well with gamers in China, because they a lot of them grew up with a story, and there was like a TV show for Wukong back in the day, and that's actually the Chinese myth that led to like Dragon Ball Z and different sorts of like anime media and things like that, video games. If you actually look into it, there are a ton of characters that feature a magical extending bow staff, like a childlike hero with a tail that rides a cloud, and all that. That's, you know, I'm describing Goku from Dragon Ball Z, right? Or just Dragon Ball. And there's a Capcom game, there's a character called Sansan, and I don't remember what game it was for, but it's basically the same character archetype with a different story. Final Fantasy IX vibes, nice. Oh, you mean the character? Yeah. So yeah, it's the other complaint I had about Black Myth Wukong was the difficulty spiking. Certain bosses would be like next to impossible to beat. It would take me like several nights after work to try to get the animation timing and everything down, and the strategies and tactics that I'd be using against them. And other bosses that were like chapter ending, like big bosses, where I just beat them in one try. So the difficulty pacing was really all over the place. And like I said, part of that was due to they kind of put these hidden pieces of gear in the world. And it's not stuff that you're just going to find by just regular exploration and checking every nook and cranny, because there is an order of operations to some things. Like you would have to, in like chapter 3, go and talk to a person that you can't see in a dilapidated shack 3 times, go back to chapter 1, kill this certain boss, go back to chapter 2, go find this corpse that wasn't there the first time that you found it, and then you can get a key that unlocks a cell to kill another boss, and then you go back to chapter 5 and kill this hidden boss that's super difficult, and then you get like this Yondu remote control needle that you can use to beat the chapter 5 end boss, which is one of the hardest bosses in the game. You're not going to find that without looking at a guide. And I just looked it up to see how other people were beating him after it took me like 4 nights to get him. Is, oh, there's an easy way to beat this boss that you just never would have known about. So that's kind of silly. Souls-like games do stuff like that, but they don't gatekeep it so hard with like chapter ending bosses and things like that. They keep that stuff for like hidden bosses. But they do it to get the community talking and being more, you know, working together to try to beat these bosses. They make it so difficult to beat on your own, so that you have to talk to each other, and you know, it's kind of a genius form of marketing, if you think about it. Okay, let's talk about this character. We're playing Skyrim here, not Black Myth Wukong. This is the Mage here, right? And the Mage I have actually spec'd and built to be kind of, I would say a jack of all trades and master of none right now, because of the way that I spec the destruction tree. For the official build, I stopped at this level for each one of the elemental subtrees. So Scarring Burns, Frostfall, and Static Field, just because I wanted to make it a level 50 build. But since I'm done with the build guide, now I can expand a little bit. So I hesitate to say jack of all trades, because he was powerful as hell, even just with those 2 levels of elemental stuff, right? So yeah, we're kind of an elemental mage, silent. And he kind of, we were talking about Castlevania in the Discord earlier in the week. Arif, the Insomniac, went on a big rant about how there was a big plot hole in it, but overall, I think most of us are fans of the Castlevania series on Netflix, right? The gameplay that I modeled, or the character that I modeled the elemental mages gameplay off of was Syphus. So the young mage S and romantic love interest for Trevor Belmont. Just the way that they portrayed her magic, especially as she got more confident and stronger with her abilities, I thought was super cool, and I was like, I want to play that in Skyrim. So that's kind of what I modeled this guy on. And definitely proof of concept. It was strong enough. I was, the previous streams that I showed on legendary difficulty at high levels, it definitely panned out. It was good. But now that the build guide is done, I've been kind of exploring these elemental subtrees. So I'm in the Pyromancer one now. So you're gonna see a lot of flames, a lot of booms, a lot of screams. We're gonna blow it up and burn it down today. hope you're down for that. It's very powerful. It's basically all I have to do is cast a flame cloak. Oh, are we buffering? Yeah, we're dropping frames. Good God, it's happening. Oh no, the apocalypse is here. All right, let me change my bitrate. Flames do also inherently cast fear, so it has some built-in, oh Jesus, did that not work? No, it's in there now. Yeah, sorry guys, my upload speed's just kind of tanked out of nowhere. It does that sometimes. There's an illusion perk that adds to flame damage. The cam is good. Okay. Yeah, I think we're back. There was just a, upload blip there. Aspect of Terror. Let's take a look at that. Oh my God. Discord, go away. Discord is getting kind of... Anybody else getting kind of pissed at Discord with the stupid pop-ups and notifications on everything? You didn't know? I didn't know. Let's see. Aspect of Terror. Oh, is that the one that increases damage against people who are feared? Those affected by fear, spell, or effect within the radius imposing presence drop their weapon. It's not an Ordinator, it's a vanilla perk. Okay. It's been so long since I played a vanilla mage. Majorly buffs flame damage and stacks with flame damage perks. That's kind of cool. Yeah, no. I did not know about that one. The vanilla aspect of Terror buffs fire spells. Very cool. I kind of want to see... what the verbiage on that is. Raises damage by 10 points, 15 if both ranks of augmented flames are... Oh my God, this is so cumbersome. Why can't I just find the description of the perk? Here we go. Fear spells work on higher level opponents, cumulative with Kindred, Mage, and Animage. Oh, that's weird. How does that work? Adds plus 10 levels to the spell maximum. This perk also gives an extra 10, 15 of both. So is this just an undocumented effect? Because I don't see how this description could cause that. Has to do with the keyword? Okay, so it's not something that is actually. So you take Necromage as Vamp, both ranks of Augmented Flame take Aspect of Terror and anything else an illusion that affects it, and you'll wreck everything. It's in the game's code. Okay. And then you can put a Fortified Destruction Potion on top of all that. If you even need it. Okay, so let's take a look at Ordinator's destruction tree here too, because once the Mage build goes live and we're ready to go, I'm going to use that as a backbone for a Pyromancer, Cryomancer, and Electromancer build guide as well. So let's take a look here. You can save yourself all perks in Alchemy at that point. I suppose so. But I mean, Fortified Destruction, 163% stronger for 157 seconds. This is totally doable in vanilla as well. 157 or 137% stronger. That's crazy. Which is why fire in this game will always be the best. Save modded as lightning. Walking napalm, pretty much. So, okay, let's take a look at these Pyromancer perks. Fire spells and effects on others are up to 30% more powerful based on target's missing health percentage, and that's obviously with both ranks in that perk. So as they, you know, get hurt more and more, they're going to take more and more damage. This is great against bosses, right? Scarring burns. Fire spells reduce the fire resistance of their targets by 20%, so just more top-end damage. I believe that the way resistances work in this game is that if they go below 0, you actually are incurring a weakness to that element or to, you know, whatever resistance type it is on the enemy. So reducing somebody who is not resistant to fire by 20% is making them 20% weaker to fire. So always go for weakness if you can get it. Okay, then we get into the interesting stuff. Conflagration. Fire spells ignite the ground underneath their target for 30 seconds. Burning ground deals 8 points of damage per second for 3 seconds on contact. So this is not that strong on its own. The enemy has to be staying in one spot in order to get all of the damage on them. And 8 points of damage per second for 3 seconds is not that much. It's 24 damage, right? But what this does do is it enables things like Scorched World in Flames, Outburst. We'll talk about that later. This is an enabler. This isn't something that you're actually going to use for damage. This is something that you're going to use to set up bigger damage later on. Flash fire. Fire spells have 15% chance to ignite the target for 2 seconds. The next instance of fire damage that hits an ignited target, except a burning ground, detonates, dealing 100% more damage and causing a living target to flee the flames for 4 seconds. This is what Silent Echo was talking about, built-in fear effect. Yeah, this is really good. So basically on this, you want to be igniting enemies and hitting them again with another instance of fire damage. So I've been using cloaks. I've been using flame cloaks, and that kind of just continuously hits. It's not just a regular damage over time. It's actually it's pelting them with damage like every tick of the internal game clock. So it's just hitting them over and over again. So we're getting like just huge amounts of explosions, fear, and everything. It's awesome. So you just walk around with flame cloak and then use Power of the Master or Radiate Energies. Power of the Master will allow you to cast flame cloak on all of your summoned minions. Radiate Energy will do the same thing, but for all of your followers, regardless of if they're minions or not. And Radiate Energy comes from the Odin spell pack. and it's only found in random loot, so you kind of got to get lucky to find that, or you could just, you know, use the console to add it in. Pyromancer Ascension. This one kind of makes you change up your game plan a little bit. So you have to dual cast 6 fire spells in combat, or this is like per fight, right? This doesn't carry over from battle to battle. If you complete 6 dual cast fire spells, the fire spells and effects are 50% more powerful and cost half magicka, and you leave burning ground in your wake that deals 30 damage per second. This can only occur once per battle, like I said. So you get a 50% boost to damage output, and you leave burning ground in your wake that deals, so you have like a firewalk spell where you're leaving, you know, flaming trails wherever you're walking. So the way I have spec'd this mage is I'm never getting 6 dual cast spells off. It's just, it's not happening unless you're fighting Karstag, Mirak, or the dude at the end of Harkon, or modded bosses, right? And there's one that we may or may not get to in this stream for the Arcanum spell pack. There is a couple of hidden bosses here and there, specifically one mage that has just a huge amount of health. Pyromancer Ascension, Ignite, game over, yeah. But the way that I've spec'd this build, especially with the Fortified Destruction Potions, I can kill enemies fast, unless it's a huge boss with like tons and tons of HP. I can kill enemies much faster using just regular spells than I can with the Ignite. So it's Ignite only becomes more useful if you have like ridiculous dragons in your game that take forever to kill, then yeah, Ignite's the one you want to use. But you'll see what I'm talking about. Scorched Earth. Fire spells, except concentration spells, burn corpses to cinders, creating a pyre that burns for 30 seconds. The burning ground deals 50 points of damage per second for 5 seconds on combat. And now you are doing some actual damage here. So 50 points of damage for 5 seconds on contact. That's 250 damage if they stay in for you know, in the area of effect for the full 5 seconds. But again, this isn't something that you're actually using for damage. It helps a little bit, but this is something that you're using to enable big burst output in the perks later on. And this also does count as another instance of fire damage for things like flash fire here that cause explosions. World in Flames. Burning Ground, created by Conflagration, Scorched Earth, and Pyromancer Ascension, deal 25% more damage. So we get a little bit more damage from the damage over time on the ground. Additionally, other fire spells and effects are 25% more powerful against targets affected by burning ground. So you get, not only do you get 25% more damage from the fire on the ground, but you get an additional 25% damage output from your character while the enemy is affected. So we're just stacking percentage boosts on top of percentage boosts here. When you fall below 75% health with Outburst here, the fiery energy within you explodes and ignites nearby enemies, dealing 30 points of fire damage per second for 4 seconds and applying fire spell perks. This has a 180 second cooldown, so you're only going to do this every 3 minutes. But it's huge damage, huge explosion, and it reapplies all of your perks, so that's cool. And then finally, the level 100 perk here. Fire spells that hit targets affected by burning ground explode for 20% of their health, of their max health, up to 250 damage, blasting them into the air, reducing magic resistance by 25%. So another, you know, additional stacking weakness of fire and any magic on this one. This effect has a 45-second cooldown, and we're not getting anywhere near 45 seconds per battle, even on expanded legendary difficulty with Wildcat. So yeah, this is basically going to happen once per battle, and you're going to get another boost. So basically all I have to do to proc all these perks all the time is just cast a flame spell, cast it on all my followers, and just freaking walk through, and everything dies. But isn't it more fun to hit them like twice and watch their health? Well, it depends. If you're going for explosion, or it's like, okay, if you want to hit them twice and then watch their health melt, why not use poison? I get what you're saying, though. It's kind of cool, just, you know, watching something burn. I get it. It's an unexpected strongest spell in the game for sure. All right, let's go flame on.
Hey, what the? Keep your damn magic to yourself.
Oh, you like it, Raya. Raya doesn't like my magic, but she doesn't complain when all the enemies are just blowing up for her. Oh, yeah, all right. See, now we got all this burning ground here. And that was actually a weaker enemy, so none of the perks actually procced off except for the burning ground. Do I need Moonstone? I don't think I actually need Moonstone here.
Get ready. Trouble ahead.
Yes, indeed. Let's reapply our flame cloaks. Raya being a complaining Courtney, yeah. We just heard something blow up over there. Yeah, there we go. So this is also vastly made stronger by Fortified Destruction Potions. So imagine me doing, you know, 1.5 times stronger, or I'm sorry, 2.5 times stronger via Fortified Destruction Potion. I only have one left. I'm going to have to teleport back to my player home soon, and I have a huge stock of them. I just don't have the encumbrance to carry all of them. See, that should be a mod. Elemental Cloak being doused when submerged in water. Yeah, all kinds of elemental stuff needs to happen. So main skills for the mage, all the mage skills. So we have destruction, restoration, alteration, enchanting, conjuration, and illusion. Alteration, conjuration, destruction, illusion, restoration, and enchanting for the crafting. Oh, also, guys, build guide is coming out tomorrow. Oh, $20. God damn. Best niche Skyrim command. Very, very generous there. Thank you, Silent. The build guide for this guy is coming out tomorrow, but for everybody in the Discord, I'm going to post an unlisted link after this stream. So, do we have a link to the Discord? It should be in the description underneath the video you're watching right now. So if you want the build guide for this a day early, you'll get it in the Discord.
Let's go.
And then tomorrow, whenever I get up, I'll switch it over to public. That's when everybody gets to have it.
Done and done.
Done and done. Man, I really want to, let's do this. It's hard to see with all the flameage. It is. That's kind of one of my main complaints about using any kind of elemental cloak spell, is even in first-person view, it's not quite as bad, but you still do get kind of impaired vision. If I zoom back a little bit, you can see a little better. If I have my spells unsheathed, then yeah, that's kind of a drawback for the cloak stuff. Also, you need the mod that auto dispels all of Okado's recital spells when combat ends. I only have one spell hooked up to Okado's recital, and that is because of distorted shape. So I have all 3 ranks in mage armor just for obvious defensive reasons, but the big thing here is distorted shape. So when you gain armor in combat, it makes you completely invulnerable for, or completely intangible really, for 10 seconds. But if you have anything else other than a flesh spell hooked up to Okado's Recital at that point, the next spell that's cast will cancel it out. These are much more intense than vanilla. It must be something that the Novus Guide added way back in the day. Yeah, I'm not putting Flame Cloak on Okado's Recital. That's a manual cast, so that mod wouldn't help dispel Flame Cloak. Okay, all right. This is what I'm gonna do because I want to show you how effective this is with Fortified Destruction Potions, but I only have the one of them. So let's do a milestone here. No more milestones to place. Ah! Okay, well, we're stuck with just the unboosted Flame Cloak, which, you know, has been not bad in any case. Yeah, the Human Torch, Silent. Yeah, I did. I thought. I feel like I said flame on when I when I casted the Flame Cloak. Yeah, definitely old people comic books. Fantastic Four. Because those movies were not great. They're redoing the movies now, right? So maybe the new ones will be better. You did, just caught that. Okay.
Come forward. You have nothing to fear here.
You don't, but... Or I don't, but maybe you do.
I am Knight Paladin Gelabor. Welcome to the great chantry of Oriel.
And suspiciously, he's not being touched by the flames. It's just game mechanics. This cave is a temple to Ariel.
Oriel, Oriel, Halkosh, Akatosh, so many different names for the sovereign of the Snow Elves. I prefer Snow Elf. The name Falmer usually holds a negative meaning to most travelers. Those twisted creatures you call Falmer, I call the Betrayed.
Wife brought me a smoothie home after her personal training, and it's just turned into just juice now. It's even nice today. It's only supposed to get like 77 Fahrenheit today, and it's still just melting instantly. I imagine you know why we're here.
Of course. You're here for Oriel's bow. Why else would you be here?
Yeah, you want to go frost
get it,
spells for
but
defense,
first,
fire
I
spells
must
for
have your
damage, and
assistance.
shock spells for versatility. Yeah, pretty much. What type of assistance do you need? Do I have a choice? How did you know?
For the thousands of years I've served as the chantry
Warmer in
sentinel,
Tennessee?
there hasn't been a single visitor here for any otother reason. They request Oriel's bow, and I request their
Yeah, we had
assistance.
a little
It's
bit of
been
a storm
repeated so
last
many
night. We
times,
actually got some
I
rain,
can't imagine it
which is
any other
good.
way.
Whenever we get rain here, it's like an event. A lot of wind, so I got a lot of yard work to do this weekend now too. Just pine needles and branches all over the place. But the weather's nice, so you know, we get that cleaned up so we can enjoy the outdoors. 80 Fahrenheit here today. Nice. Rare thing when it's cooler here than it is wherever you guys are. What type of assistance do
I
you
need you to kill Archcured
Now the mage here is an Ariel
my brother.
worshipper, a devotee actually. And the way Winter Sun has set up
kinship
Ariel
between
is
us
you
is
need
gone.
to do these quests
I don't
in order
understand
to
what he's
get
become, but he's no
the highest
longer
levels of
brother I
favor.
once knew. It was the Betrayed.
So
They
that's
did
good.
something to him. I just don't know why Oriel would
Was
allow
out
this
earlier
to
with the
happen.
top down. Nice drive in the sun. Nice. Awesome. What exactly did the Betrayed do?
They swept into
Yeah, the wife and I
chantry
want to
without
go
warning
take a
and
walk.
began
We have
killing
a
everyone
park,
without pause.
you know, just like a couple miles from where we live that has
The
a nice big
chantry
lake.
was a place of peaceful worship.
We want to go walk
I
around
led
the
a
lake
small
today.
group of paladins, but we were no match for the Betrayed's sheer numbers. They slaughtered everyone and stormed the inner sanctum where I believe they
Not as big or
corrupted
as nice as
Vale.
Lake Scranton, But you know,
He's alive.
take what we can get down here.
I've seen him, but something's wrong. He never looks as though he's in pain or under duress. He just stands there and watches, as though waiting. Leaving the way shrines unguarded would be violating my sacred duty as a knight paladin of Auriel, and an assault on the betrayed guarding the inner sanctum would only end with my death. Yes, let me show you.
Is it? I've walked around there several times, and just the landscape over there is nice. Weather's always nice.
So this is snow elf magic. Incredible.
This structure is known as a way shrine. They were used for meditation and for transport when the chantry was a place of enlightenment. Prelates of these shrines were charged with teaching the mantras of Auriel to our initiates.
Just so you know, if you haven't ever used it, AI will give detailed build synopsis for you, though it gets some of the perks wrong. Yeah, it's it does get a lot wrong. For me, I use AI a lot for my builds, but just to like have like conversations, to try to get the juices flowing, because like you said, it is wrong a lot, and without that assured accuracy, it's like it's kind of hard to follow what it's trying to say. It mixes up perks a lot, so it'll like it will have like a couple words from one perk and then a couple words from another perk's name, and then they'll just have a completely different description of something that doesn't like apply to either one of the perks that it tried to mesh with. But yeah, I use it for things like backstory and just, you know, trying to name my character and getting just general aesthetics down and things like that. It does help.
There are 5 in total, spread far apart across the chantry. Caves? Oh no. The chantry encompasses far more.
Also, one of my favorite ways to use AI is you can tell it to tell you a story about your character doing a specific thing. So like with the shadow scale stuff, where the assault on the where he was wiping out the Penitus Oculatus in the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary. Yeah, that's, you can say, okay, tell me a story about Suffers in Silence clearing out the Brotherhood Sanctuary of the Penitus Oculatus, and it'll write you a very cool little descriptive ambient story about it, and then it will you can say, okay, can you generate a picture of him doing this, and then it'll, you know, generate the image, and it's kind of inspiring. It'll be like, oh dang, now you make me want to play. Used it for part of my new backstory, but took 6 tries. That's about where it's at these days. Yeah, had to thin down, tell it why it was wrong, try it again. Yeah, you got to have an argument with it.
This may be the last time we're able to converse. If you have any questions before you leave, I suggest you ask them. Otherwise, all I can do now is grant you my hopes for a safe journey.
All right, let's get to the Forgotten Vale.
Wasn't as unpleasant as I thought it would be. Kind of soothing, actually. I feel a little warmer
now. Let's see, do we have our... No minions, okay. Oh no, wait. No, we didn't get minions. Here we go. So another,
Here we go.
Charis Hunter fledglings.
Done and done for now.
So another almost necessary mod for me if I have like a lot of followers and minions and stuff is toggle follower collision. So any, you know, allied followers that you have, you're just gonna, there's no collision. So when you go through these corridors and stuff, you're not getting stuck and constantly waiting for your followers and your minions to freaking move out of your way. Oh, you like it. Stop complaining. So many Falmer in this area. Yeah, we...
You're dead.
So here's distorted shape. It's... I'm completely invulnerable to that attack there.
Done and done.
Oh my god, why can't I get up there?
What was that? Thought I...
Yep. So much destruction. And as long as I have Flame Cloak pre-cast, whenever I enter battle, I'll be invulnerable for 10 seconds. I can just walk right up to him, but since I took the chest, I'm not invulnerable now.
Not very impressive.
Once I cast or do any kind of like active thing, it's gonna cancel distorted shape. Ah, invisible. I don't like that. There we go. We're back. Here we go. Now I can see.
Looks like these Falmer instead. They must be the better.
3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, let it wear out.
That'll teach you.
Hey, what the... Keep your damn magic to yourself.
That's not what you were saying last night, Raya. Where's this fledgling? Okay, here he is. Why am I not seeing the fledgling? Oh, there's one.
Done and done.
I feel like it's stuck in a wall or something somewhere, or maybe it's down in a ravine. Is it like right above me? We got a kill cam on the radiate energies. Pretty cool shot though.
Dead.
Victory. For now.
Use detect life. Yeah, there you go. Do you ever have you ever run VRAMmer? Geez, I don't remember. I may have. You getting more dropped frames? Ah, crap. Yeah, there it goes again. You set this back down to... I started at 6,000. That's been fine for like weeks. 6,000 KB. This went down to 5,000 today, and that seemed to be fine for a bit. Now let's go down to 4,000. That should help. And the chat dock has gotten all jacked up. It's back in here. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. OBS is killing me. Why is this font so huge? I don't need a font this size. This is ridiculous. I can only see one message at a time. And ever since I switched out the bit rate to stop dropping frames. Oh my god, what a trash fire. This is not helping me. All right. Pain in my ass. I can see 2 messages. Most likely from Inferno mod, the lack of visibility. Look at this. Why is the font so big? I can't see any of my OBS stuff because my entire second screen is taken up with this damn chat window just so I can see what people are saying. Okay. So yeah, maybe I can just remove it. If it's just a mesh, I can just use the vanilla ones. Or I guess Zins might look better. Yeah, they obviously added the... yeah, Vector just started adding stuff in to make it look better, but the same with like the fogs and the rain and the snowstorms, the blizzards and stuff are just completely blinding. Yeah, I had to remove those. I'll probably have to remove the cloak visuals as well. Where the hell am I going? Let's get lost in this place. Thank you, Magus. I'll take a look at that. Really? That hit you through the gate? Okay, not the Gleam Blossom. Nothing to remove. VRAMmer is a program that smooths out all the texture sizes, which reduces stutters. Oh yeah, no, I'm not getting any stutters on my end here. The stutters that you might be seeing is just frame buffering on YouTube side. Yeah, I'm getting, you know, 165 frames per second, even with all the... that dropped frames a little bit, but it's still completely smooth.
What the? Keep your damn magic to yourself.
Nothing dipping below. Yeah, it's staying right around 165, even with the crazy particle effects and everything. Let's see. I feel like I'm supposed to be going this way. Yeah, I have a 4090 that I'm running this stuff on, so VRAM has not been an issue in any game I've played since I bought the thing. But yeah, that's good advice for somebody who, you know, is running a, you know, mid-range card or whatever. Geez, okay. It was a lever or something. I'm missing a lever. If you want to be my lever. Gotta get with my friends. Here we go. I think I just missed this area over here. Here we go. Falmer Shadow Master. Get the Shadow Master. Yeah, this guy would be dead in like 2 seconds if I had my fortified destruction potions. Ooh, I think that was the last one I needed for the Septimus Cygnus questline too. You get the fucking Spice Girl stuck in my head, I'm gonna fly to AZ and whip your behind. Yeah, you would like that, wouldn't you? Oh, sorry about that. My bad. So, alright, if you don't want Spice Girls, then tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Okay, so I switched to my active spellcasting now for the Warmonger. And took him out like in 2 shots. So yeah, I'm doing ridiculous damage with my spells now. Here we go. What do I have? I think I have... Incinerate in my right hand. A blast of fire that does 919 points of damage. 919 points in this one spell. So you can see how what I'm running right now will just destroy, it'll just nuke enemies faster than even the Ignite spell. But we'll use the Ignite spell against maybe the dragons. The double dragons. Double dragons. That was a great game. Double dragon, singular. Against the double dragons in the Lost Vale over here. I really wanna zig a zig da. There you go. They're pretty enough to beat off to though. Oh Jesus. What's sad is I actually know the lyrics too, since it got played on loop daily here back. Yeah, no, it was a cultural phenomenon. You could not escape it. Terrible. Terrible. World was a crazy place back then. Or something like that. Oh, close enough, Silent. We're all picking up what you're laying down. I gotta remember to drop my hands every once in a while so that you guys can see what's going on. Okay, this is just a dead end, I think. I want to take more advantage of this fortified destruction potion that...
Hey, what the... Keep your damn magic to yourself.
It's running out. Darkfall Passage note. Helping stuff. Vale Saber Cat's getting destroyed on the other side. So that's kind of an exploit with Skyrim. Is that the cloak spells, the higher destruction skill that you have with the cloak spells, the bigger area of effect that you get with them. So you can actually use it to damage enemies through walls. Like that. Just like that. So funny thing, I'm weirdly good at copying voices with my vocal range. Interesting. So can you sound just like a Spice Girl? Is that what you're saying? Because I'd kind of like to see that.
Stay on your guard.
Oh, these poor Vale deers are just getting nuked. Yeah.
Done and done.
We're just completely wrecking the entire ecosystem of this long forgotten place. All these animals that haven't been seen in like millennia are just getting fried. And this destruction mage just walking through. I can't get up there. Pain in my ass.
There you are.
What's your setup for Okado's recital? Yeah, I touched on it a little bit earlier. I am just putting ebony flesh on there and that's it. And that's because of the distorted shape. Ebony flesh is the only thing I have on Okado's recital. Because of distorted shape, I get complete invulnerability and intangibility for 10 seconds at the start of every battle. If you put anything else on there, it's going to cancel the invulnerability effect. So I just have the one. How the hell do I get back up there? Here we go. I hate terrain traversal in Skyrim. There are parkour mods out there now. Hey, Wind, welcome, welcome. And Nikoroshi, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you both. I hope you're having a great weekend thus far. Not all other, well, if you do things like cast Flame Cloak, it doesn't nullify your Flame Cloak. As long as you cast it before you enter combat, you're fine. But it's really good to, like, if you're, because your followers will follow you, right? You don't follow your followers. If you go around the corner and you find like a Balmer Skulker or something, you're gonna get one shot in the face with a glass cannon like this. If you have distorted shape, if somebody ambushes you, if an enemy ambushes you and all your followers and your minions are behind you, then you're getting that 10 seconds of invulnerability, which is plenty of time to back off and let your minions take aggro. Which is mostly what I use it for. But yeah, with the flame cloaks and stuff, basically just free damage with no consequence. I'm completely lost now. I had a beat on where I was going and I completely lost it. Wish Flame Cloak would warm my character for Sunhelm Survival. Yeah, I think I've seen mods. I think I've seen that. Pretty sure I saw one. Yeah, me too. So hope you guys are having fun watching me aimlessly wander around Darkfall Passage here. You know, this is what you all came to see. This is probably the start of the passage over here. Nope, nothing over there. Flame Atronach can do it, can warm you up, but not the Flame Cloak. At least you guys still got epic music. Last stream I got copyright claimed by Scott Buckley. I still have some of his stuff in here. There's something specific that I got to put in my description in order to avoid copyright claims from Scott Buckley. But I don't know what it is, and I keep getting claimed, and then I try to remove his music from my playlists. And apparently I have more than one, because once I find one and remove it, there's still like I still get claimed by shit that's in my videos. Which is why I disabled the music in the past. You got this, I believe in you, thanks. A lot of freaking Vale deer. I think I'm going the wrong way. Oh no, here we go. We're good. This will take us to the Forgotten Vale. We did it, guys. We made it.
I think that's another way shrine. Here we go.
Welcome, Initiate. This is the Way Shrine of Illumination. Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel and fill your vessel with his enlightenment?
Oh, Ariel can fill my vessel any day.
Then behold Ariel's gift, my child. May it light your path as you seek tranquility within the inner sanctum.
That's a pretty good idea, nobody. Now, something about these way shrines here, I think, increases favor with Ariel, if I'm not mistaken. I have to look at the tenants. Let's do a quick pray. 177.8. That's been stuck at that for quite a while now. Okay, let's look at the tenants of Ariel. Tenets of Ariel. Fulfill your destiny by saving Tamriel. Did that already. Master all skills. Haven't done all of that yet. Become my champion at my sacred chantry. There we go. And high elves are most deserving of my favor. So basically, I think once we get to the end of the Forgotten Vale here, defeat further. Then we'll be good. Oh yeah, those Nexus changes, man. That's so rough. It's like even just looking for Ordinator just to find the documentation on just Ordinator. I type in Ordinator into the search and then it brings me the newest mods instead of the ones that were either the most highly downloaded or highly endorsed. So now I got to search Ordinator, then I got to click view all mods. So then it has to do another search and gives me all the mods in order of the newest mod. So then I have to resort the mod to the most endorsed one. And then so now I have like 4 clicks and 2 searches just to get to one of the most popular mods on the Nexus. That is ridiculous. That's nutty. It's silly. It wasn't like that before. I could type in Ordinator and then the first thing in quick search would be the Ordinator mod page. Go home, Nexus, you're drunk. Yeah, it seems like it. Well, I mean, the encouraging thing is I haven't talked to anybody, any Skyrim modder that has actually, you know, liked the changes. I don't actually mind the UI. I think the UI looks nice, but it doesn't really look, you know, significantly better than it did before. It's just the functionality. Way too many clicks now. Using my download history, then search within that. Okay, that helps. That helps a bit. I should try doing that. But still, like, looking for workarounds for that stuff. Shouldn't have to do it.
This is incredible. It's like a whole other world. Come on, the bow has to be in this valley somewhere. Hang on. Is there something?
Just a saber cat over here. Yeah, that was
What do
still
you got?
a big point of contention. Magus.
That'll teach you.
Alright, we gotta go find these way shrines. Way shrines, way shrines.
Wait. You're dead! Teamwork right there.
Teamwork makes the dream work. That's what they say. There's still some that can no longer be downloaded since then. Like, oh yeah, they need special exceptions. Still getting downloads for broken versions. Yeah. So did somebody put it on like a Wabbajack list or something? Or a collection? Yeah.
Is that another one of those way shrines up there?
But still, being able to find like older versions of like the unofficial patch or whatever, I like that.
Welcome, Initiate. This is the Way Shrine of Sight. Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel and fill your
Can't be bothered to
vessel with
update.
his enlightenment?
Oh yeah, that's got to be a
Then
pain.
behold Ariel's gift, my child. May it speed your journey to the inner sanctum.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason to keep it like that. I understand why they made the decision. I don't understand why they changed the search functionality. Well, I mean, yeah, quality. Oh, I don't want to go to Darkfall Passage. I was just there. Yeah, I mean, just like anything, most of it's going to be like when anybody has access to do something, there's going to be quality issues, right? There's going to be maintenance issues, abandoned lists, things like that, and then, you know, that's just the way it is when people have access to make and publish anything that needs to be updated eventually. But also with the really large Wabbajack list, those just become untenable, right? If you have like 3,000 mods in your Wabbajack list, and then, you know, your Standing Stone mod has an update, then okay, now they have to balance that update with, you know, the other 3,000 mods that they're trying to update. keeping their consumers happy. It's for one person to maintain something like that is near impossible, which is why I don't do it.
Hey, what the? Keep your damn match out yourself.
Kaboom, boom. Oh, there's the giant one. You guys take care of it for me. All right, I'll help you out. Stability is important. Yeah, Nigoroshi has a Wabajack, but I see you on like almost every day. I'm sure you're working on that when you're not streaming too. By the way, Nigoroshi has his own YouTube channel as well. He streams all the time. He does do his own mod lists. So if you're looking for more Skyrim content, you could do a lot worse than Nigoroshi. Pretty chill dude. I enjoy his streams. His game looks great too. He's also got these weapon set mods, the double blade weapons that he has on Nexus look really cool. He makes great use of that dual blade weapon set from MCO, I think is the one people are still using. It looks great in action. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, no problem. I am not retired yet, but I often get jealous of folks who can play Skyrim all day. It's why I never publish my own setup. It's 100% stable, no issues on thousands of hours, only 1,400 mods, but has everything but LOTD and is Requiem based. Nice. Yeah, like anything, any large project that you share publicly, the support's going to be the hardest part. Twin Blades, that's the one. The animation pack is from Black. Okay. Saw the animation, I had to make the twin blades. Yeah, there you go. Twin blades, like from... Yes, exactly. Like from Elden Ring.
You've arrived at the Way Shrine of Resolution. Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel and fill your vessel with his enlightenment? Then go forth, child.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think the animations may have been just ripped right out of Elden Ring. They look very similar anyway. I could be mistaken. Fill my vessel, Ariel. Boom. Same with reverse daggers. Saw Skyrim's animations had to make the reverse daggers for it. Nice, yeah. That one at least is an easy flip-flop in, oh, what's the mesh editor? I remember making dual sheath redux mods back in the day, and it was basically just pull it up in Nifscope. That's the one, that's the one. You pull it up in Nifscope, you flip it around, you remove the item from the sheath, generate the extra mesh for it, drop it back in. Infinite Oni, welcome, welcome. Okay, where am I going here? Go try to find this other way shrine over here to the south. This is probably where the dragons be. Resist fire. That gives you a big hint, right? Okay, let's get set up here. Oops. Pop up. You guys have a buff.
Itching for a fight.
I don't know why I got a kill cam for that, but that's cool. All right, now let's do this. We're gonna... Hazardal's Ring of Arcana, and then we're gonna use Ignite for this dragon fight here. Gonna go test the flame cloak warmth wand. Peace out. Yeah, cool. Nikoroshi, is cool seeing you. Good luck with that. We also need Dragon Rend. Totally missed. That's all right. We got looked like an instant reset on that too. Anyway. Yeah. Frightening. Very high elemental resistances, both fire and frost. Oh dang, $5. Look at that. Nikoroshi with the generosity. Thanks, buddy. Got him with Dragon Rend.
Tough day for you.
Still has not landed. He's gonna do the whole dive for a bit, I think. And there, now he's hitting the ground. Oh my god, the auto aim is killing me over here. Why are you aiming up in the air? Man, I wish I had some potions. Okay, that ought to do it. Look at that health, yep. Yeah, you don't get the instant gratification that you do from just cast a spell and go boom. But it is strong, especially for high HP enemies. With enough stacks of Ignite, it's going to eventually outpace every spell in the game, regardless of how boosted you got it. Of course, the more HP an enemy has, the more effective it's going to be. Look at that Dremora up there.
For now.
Nice. Yeah, too easy. Playing a mage is easy mode, guys. Real men play warriors.
Whoa.
Just saying. I mean, I do, yeah. Deep storage. This is a nice little quality of life spell here. You just get a free access to unlimited storage whenever you want. Never have to worry about encumbrance. Put all the stuff away. Well, no, I mean, I prefer mages, but I like to mix it up too. Yeah, just kidding. Stream crash? No, I'm still good. No dropped frames for a while. Everything's good on my end. YouTube went out? Yeah, okay. It do happen, I suppose. Okay, so there is, I'm going to show you guys something. If anybody who runs the Arcanum spell pack, I do. I really like the spells. Some of them are kind of hit or miss. Even on my warrior characters, I load them up with Okado's Recital because it's just, yeah, yeah, a lot of people do it. It's kind of low-hanging fruit, right? Even as a warrior, you don't have to cast something, but whenever you go into battle, it just gives you something, right? Used it a few times, New Age and Magic. Yes, indeed. So there are secrets in Arcanum. And one of them over here, there's a frost giant. You can see him standing way over there next to that arch, which gives you a special paragon, which then you can use, I think it's at this shrine over here to the right. And it'll take you to a secret area. And if you make it all the way through that secret area, there is a mage that you can fight that's extremely difficult. He's got a ton of health. He's got jacked up resistances. And it just takes a really long time. You have to have a truly overpowered character in order to kill him. My warrior character was... It took me 30 minutes just to beat him. And that was with pulling out all the stops. That was not level 50. That was, you know, level 72. Poisons, potions, everything else that you can use to jack up your stats. And it took a long time to beat that mage. And I died a lot. So I'm not going after him this stream. Well, maybe I will just to show him off, but I really need my fortified destruction potions in order to take him on. Not car stag, hair stag. So yeah, that was, you know, just my regular spells. About the same as Ignite, I would say, for, you know, dragons and frost giants. But since we're on the Ignite wagon, let's go ahead and just change my equip set for that. Interesting, that's cool to know. Yeah, I'll show it off here, why not? Yeah, equip set. Good. Everything else looks good. Saving before you go. Yeah, did I get the paragon off of that guy? I think I did. I think I took everything. Definitely saving. I still have autosaves enabled too, so I have the scrub saves active. Yeah, and here's the Paragon receptacle right here. It's real close. There are also secret areas in Apocrypha as well with Arcanum, and some secret caches full of spells. So yeah, if you beat the mage at the end of this, you get a ton of really cool, interesting spells. Yeah, I got issues with my cape there. So you can, this is where you fight Verther. This is above the chantry over here. So Dawn Guard has to be started. Yep, this is where you do all that. And we have a lot of tough enemies in here just getting to that secret area with the mage. Sort of reminds me of the pit from Mortal Kombat. Yeah, where you have to do certain things in order to fight Reptile. Man, those were the days, huh?
Who's there? Come on. Hey.
Ice Rays. Yep, we get some higher level regular enemies over here. We're gonna have some frost astronauts that are enormous. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the glacial golems, they have a ton of health.
Let's see you put up a fight.
Oh, got my
A
Dremora.
guy like this. That'll teach you.
But they do have some awesome loot, at least. Got another golem over here. Yep, there he is.
Show yourself.
I just used my distorted shape up.
I'm afraid of you. Don't remember how to fight.
Big ass ice wraith over there.
Did you hear something? Die! Done and done for now.
Okay. Most likely immune to paralysis. Yeah, from what I can remember, I tried to get him with some paralysis poisons with my warrior, and he wasn't going for it. So most likely immune to paralysis, like completely. Kind of like the ebony warrior, I think, is too.
The beasts of Skyrim are made of sterner stuff.
Sorry, a lot of inventory management. This build puts almost everything into magicka and then a little bit into health, but nothing into stamina. Just doesn't need it for gameplay. The downside of that is that he has very little carry weight. But I don't want to spend enchantments on carry weight effects because I have access to deep storage, and since I'm a mage, I ought to be using spells for that stuff instead of, you know, just putting it on my gear. Or I could just be more selective with what I'm picking up, I guess. Lots of good loot in here. Very high level enemies. So make sure you're ready. Comes another ice golem.
I will destroy you. I'm on your side.
Oh, sorry. Is Raya gonna die? Hope not. I can't get a shot in edgewise over here. Oh, I just got the honor guard. Just killing everybody.
Come on, let's see you Put up a fight. That'll teach you.
Here we go. Raya, you good? Okay. I think I have this one already, but that is very valuable. I don't do stamina at first, but I also use Odin, and I like to use equilibrium. So, and I changed it to where it uses stamina instead. I don't like that change. Oh, for it'll drain stamina in order to give you more magicka. And it used to be health, right? Yeah, I mean, either way, stamina is more useful because you don't actually use it for a mage character typically, unless you're doing a lot of sprinting, I guess. Oh, come on. I do have spells that make lockpicks easier, but I'm also... I need to level up my lockpicking skill for Ariel. So I'm just stuck doing this shit. There we go. Man, that sweet spot was tiny. That change, I dislike it too. Equilibrium. Yeah, I mean, Equilibrium was kind of... It had Blood Mage vibes, right? I wonder if he added something else that drained health in Odin or Apocalypse or something like that. I don't remember, but I thought there was something, some kind of Blood Mage thing. Maybe I'm just thinking of old school Equilibrium. I invest more in health for survivability. If you have respite, it works out better. Yeah, I was putting... This is a true glass cannon. I don't use a lot of health. I've been doing... for every 5 levels, I put 4 points into magic and 1 point into health. It just keeps my squishiness just a little bit at bay. But then I have mage armor for the actual armor and distorted shape to where I'm invulnerable for 10 seconds. I also have wards to stop enemy spells. And of course, I have a lot of minions and meat shields and stuff like that. So I'm not... That's more what I'm using for defense, is the meat shields, the invulnerability, and wards. I don't really rely on health much at all with this build. Apocalypse hasn't been updated since 2019. That's probably due for one, huh? When this guy hits max level, he needs a spell to make his eyes glow. Yeah, for sure. Eminent health, I don't need that. Oh, jeez. You scared me, dude. Let's get these guys buffed up. Probably also am going to need to refresh these honor guard here before too long. Deeper in the catacombs, in the icy catacombs. Do a quick save here. I've had stability issues ever since I've run the fixes for this mod, though. It's been fine. We'll see. Oh, more golems. Yeah, see how much less damage I'm doing against these guys than I was doing against everyone else? Oh my god, I thought he was too big to make it up here. Oof.
Think I'm afraid of you?
Still remember how to fight.
There we go, one down. Alright, he's done. Yeah, these treasure chests actually give Arcanum spells too. This guy has a hooded cloak with an alternate cloak hood under. Yeah, he does. That's one thing I don't like. This is a divine elegance thing. Oh no, the cape. Actually, the HDT physics for capes and cloaks. The one has a hood on the model for it. I was wondering if anybody was actually going to notice that. The cloak has a hood on it, and then he actually has another hood on over it. It's all about enchanting slots, man. Don't judge me. I use Magnus as my deity, and his devotee ability is great. I usually have Dragon Ren selected, and it just auto-cast it. Oh, nice. So the Magnus is the Magnus devotee passive is just an auto-cast of your shout or power. There we go. Man, my thief character has me spoiled for lockpicking, that's for sure. Whatever spells are selected, nice. And that includes shouts as well. That's interesting.
Be cautious. Beasts
You be
are not
cautious.
nearly as predictable as men.
Self-casted spells, I mean. Okay. So how does Dragon Ren get auto-cast then? Not shouts. Ah! Somebody help me. We need new minions anyway. Oh, this is like a boss golem.
Damn magic to yourself.
Oh, relax. You're gonna want it. Let's keep our distance. We don't want to get caught by any of these AoE attacks that he's got. Yeah, you can tell just by how much I was wrecking all those other enemies on the surface. Get that flame walking effect around this guy. There he goes. Oh man, we got some funky business going on there. Okay. True opal something or other there. What did we get? When you pray, it triggers. I see, I see. Praying automatically casts the beneficial self-targeted spells in your hands for no magicka, and they last X% longer. So this would be good for like cloaks and stuff that I'm using here. I'm sure our mage can create Conjure Thief for treasure chests. That would be cool. Okay, so here is the portal to where that secret mage is. Let's go ahead and do this. I really wanted my Fortified Destruction potions for this, but we might be able to do it without. Temple of Mysteries. There's our mage boy right over there. Let's go ahead and give these guys the Daedric Crescents here too. That should cause a stagger when they hit, which will help for crowd control on this guy a little bit. Okay, now let's do ultimate power here. This is the Mage Stone. Ooh, yes, please, destruction. It's the Mage Stone. Okay, and he's actually using all the Arcanum magic there too. Man, this is gonna be rough. Okay, he's already taken some hits though. That's good. Keep your aggro off of me, please. Too powerful for flash fire, so he's not being exploded, tossed up into the air. Oh, he's got his own cloak spell business going on here too. See anything. Oh, we lost some minions here. Let's get those guys back. We don't want Edge of Oblivion hitting us in the middle of this fight. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, he's tough. Those last few pixels. Woo! Yeah, we did it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This guy. Okay, let's see if I can find. Does this guy have health numbers? Well, you can tell just by his stamina and his magicka numbers that his health was ridiculously inflated, right? Yeah, negative health numbers. Yeah, so 20,000 magicka though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The ignite spell is going to be very, very useful against super high level bosses like this, where those health numbers are just completely inflated beyond all reason, right? It will eventually outpace everything, but for the vast majority of enemies and even boss enemies in this game, if you spec out your build right, just your regular expert level spells are gonna be faster for most enemies, just because of the burst damage, the repeated burst damage that you can get, especially with fortified destruction potions. And that way you get actually more variety in spells, so you're just not doing ignite just all the time, 100% of the time, you know? Even though you could. Flawless emeralds, more of these ridiculously overpowered spells. Yes, please. I was gonna save that for like when I was level 80 or something, getting these. And then of course with Arcanum you have these arcane escritors that you can use to formulate new spell tomes based on old spell tomes. You can combine both Arcanum spell tomes and vanilla spell tomes to get these new ones. And things like frost salts. I think there's some like flawless gems and stuff you have to use in here too. Yeah, like the flawless ruby. So yeah, very expansive mod, very interesting spells that you can actually do full builds centered on. It was a little buggy. There is a fix mod for it that fixes a few things. And it works great for me now, so good stuff. Steel War Axe of Dimming, why not? We'll take that. Okay, anything else good in here? Any more chests or anything with crazy spells in them? Gotta love modded enemies. Look at my reasonable health bar and it's a space elevator. Yep. Archivist's Horde. This is, you can find hidden ones of these in Apocrypha as well. That's what I was talking about. And then you get these crazy unique spells with them too. Let's take a look. Ceaseless Torment inflicts horrific pain on all units in a 15-foot radius, dealing 65 damage per second for 9 seconds. This duration doesn't run out as long as the target's under the effect of a fear, frenzy, or calm spell. So it expands gameplay through its spell definitions, which is why I love it. So not only do you need to, be able to cast the spell on them, but then you also need to have, it's a destruction spell, but you also need to have some kind of mastery of illusion as well to keep them maintained in those altered states. And that's how a lot of those spells are. Some of them are more simple. The more simple spells that you get from Arcanum, like there's, I think there's an Eldritch Blast one that just does raw magic damage, whereas the Eldritch Blast in Triumvirate actually synergizes with your summons in that spell pack. There's one build that I want to do using a spell from this mod called I was going to call it the Thunderhawk. There is a Conjured Tomahawk spell. It's just a novice level spell. It's either novice or apprentice, and it just conjures you up a little war axe, like a little hand axe. But if you do a forward power attack with it, it actually throws the axe at the enemy. And I wanted to hook up the Lightning Strike mod from Forgotten Magic to Spellscribe, so that when you do a forward power attack, you get the Lightning Strike mod, and then you also get, all the effects from the conjured weapon that you're throwing, and then you can just conjure up another hand or another tomahawk and just keep throwing it and rinse and repeat. A little bit cumbersome. It's not the simplest or most fluid thing, but it is a brand new way to play the game, and that's what I'm all about. Just doing cool stuff in this game in perpetuity. Didn't even take, what, 2 minutes? Yeah. It's even with the higher level warrior, I wasn't able to do that. He's very resistant to physical attacks, or just has the insane health pools to be able to withstand all the physical stuff that I was doing. And a unique weapon, fire and ice. Target takes 114 points of frost damage to health and stamina. Attacks have a 50% chance of triggering a wave of fire that deals 343 damage to all enemies in a line in front of you. Let's see what the hell this does. And I'm already out of stamina because this guy is no warrior. Attacks have a 50% chance of triggering a wave of fire. Maybe I have to be in combat. Well, this is not the character for it. Deep storage. I am over encumbered. Poison should do extra damage from health. Or from stealth. Does it need it? Immersive, sure. Balanced, no. Do I have a lot of gems here? Purified void salts. Oh, that was from going to the soul cairn. Oh, let's see what that arcane supremacy was all about, the gear here. Your destruction spells are 74% more powerful. If your destruction skill is at 100 or greater, your magicka regenerates 186% faster. Your destruction spells cost 148% more. Shit. But if you already have, enchantments that negate destruction, I wonder. Yeah, you can still do it. You just have to do some insane crafting loops to completely negate this, I think. Inspiring Arcana. Show those robes, please. I think they're just the oops. They're the same model from the Immersive Armor's Tribunal robes, I think. Yes, Tribunal. Yep, that's the one. Yeah. Sorry, I might be behind in chat. Yeah, no problem. It's Tribunal. What do they look like on your character? You want to see if he has boobs? I think they're just the Tribunal ones. Yeah, the boobs look a little funny. All good now that I know what they're from. Okay. They might be retextured a little bit. The colors look a little different than the one from Immersive Armors. Especially if you have the Zabio retexture. Okay, done in the secret area. Man, I did not expect to be able to kill that guy based on the trouble that I had before. It's random grand soul gem. Sure, I'll take that. Okay, let's get out of here. Save it up. Why face blue? That's from Ebony Flesh. That's gonna wear off any second. Yep, there it is. Now we're that golden hue of Altmer that everybody loves. The proper color for a jaundice elf. AKA Altmer. So, okay, that was cool. This was a really good test of this build, and it passed with flying ass colors. And we also got a huge amount of spell tomes. Really powerful and interesting spell tomes to play around with as well. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. What mod adds the sword and robes you showed us? That is Arcanum. A new age of magic, I believe. Actually, let me see if I can find it for you. Oh, okay, now I can demonstrate my disdain for this damn search overhaul they did. Yeah, so the Arcanum mod does not show up when I type in Arcanum. So stupid. So I gotta go view all. And then I gotta sort by not date published, but by we'll go endorsements. So this is the one I'm running, and then there's also a bug fix mod that goes along with it. Don't worry, you have it installed? Oh, okay. So you already have it in your game. Do you have the bug fix as well? Shrine of Ariel. Don't need that. Why am I stuck? Those icicles. They were blocking me. Yeah, you do. Okay, good. Otherwise, you get missing models for some of the spells in the menu, and then there's also a crash trying to go through that portal. Have the bug fixed, yes. Okay, cool. All right, that was fun. Glad we got to show that off. Oh, really? That's where you're gonna spawn me? God damn it. Sounds like they got stuck behind in the wall there too. Okay, let's find the way shrine over here, and then we'll backtrack a little bit back to that previous way shrine, and then we'll continue on to where the chantry should be. A portal with a sense of humor, indeed. Practical Joker portal. Where's the hidden camera? How many folks get lost in the Forgotten Vale, regardless of how many times they actually play through it? It took me several playthroughs of this to actually know where I was going. And to just like...
You've reached the way shrine of learning, Initiate.
Can't say I do.
Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel?
That's because you're elite.
And fill your vessel with
Magus
his
is elite
enlightenment?
Skyrim player.
Ariel
It took me
bless
several
you,
times
child,
through this
for you are a step
place
closer
to
the
actually
inner
figure out where I was going, and then
sanctum
it
and
becomes a
everlasting
maze at the
wisdom.
end too. I used to back on console in 2013. Okay. All right. That's right. Magus is so much better than the rest of us. All the time still, yeah. It was just within the last few years that I got to where I could find my way through it. Thanks for that, guard. Shout out to Magus's perfection. Glad my skill is appreciated. There's always a point where I can come to a gazebo and can't tell if I've gone through it or not. Pretty much. Okay, now I gotta backtrack. That would be the long way around. There's, of course, frost giants with all the paragons and everything in here for the different hidden dungeons and things to find all the, like, Ariel's shield, I think, is one of them. A bunch of stuff like that. I'm not going to go through that today. It takes a little longer, but I will come back and get all that stuff because those frost giant fights can be fun. At least when you're not completely overpowered, like I currently am. Yeah, the last shrine is always the hardest one to find because you... What are you guys... What am I paying you for? Standing around. Hey. Assholes. Ah, whatever. I'll just banish you back to oblivion and then resummon you when I get to where I want to go. Yeah, there's a... The last way shrine is always the hardest one to find because you have to go through the maze of Falmer, like different bridges and caverns and everything like that. That's always a pain. But there's always this butthole looking structure. It totally looks like a sphincter. And I know that when I get to that point in that one cave, I'm going the right way. And that the last way shrine and the chantry are very close. I'll show you guys the butthole when we get there. How much time we got left? 53 minutes, I suppose? Give or take. I guess I could have just taken that way shrine to this one. I just don't know what the names are. But I figured it was just easier to retrace my steps. Okay, before I continue here, I'm going to take a break. I got to pee. I got to take this flannel off, and we'll pick it up from there. It should be just like 5 minutes. All right, see you guys soon. All right, I'm back. Did you guys miss me? I missed you. All right, let's get back to it. Now watch me say watch me after I say that I don't get lost here anymore. I'm just gonna get completely freaking lost. I know it's gonna happen. Really? Nothing?
Die!
Yeah. Ooh, a Shadow Master. Oh, he's already getting cooked. Yeah. Never had a chance. Ice storms, nice.
What have you got?
Zig and zag so they can't hit you. Man, I lost all my followers. This isn't good. Y'all got preoccupied trying to fight those Falmer at range. The AI navigation kind of failed them. Alright guys, why don't you come help me out over here? Stop piss farting around over there. Okay, there's another frost giant over here. We're already engaged with him, so may as well. Woo. Can't see anything. This guy's gonna cook me, isn't he?
Where'd you come from?
Oh, finally, my followers decide to show up.
Done and done.
There's one of the paragons. The emerald one. I don't remember exactly what each one of them do. Or what you get for taking each one of these to the portal. Got the gang all here? We do. Look at that.
Fight. What was that?
What was what? Oh, that. Oh boy, that hurt.
Someone there? Only a fool lets himself get surrounded.
Figured.
Serana was amused by that Falmer's weakness. Man, this was just a regular ass Falmer and it took half my life. Yeah, this is really a glass cannon build. That's scary.
Oh, no, you don't.
Okay. I'll let you guys take care of that.
Well, that's taken care of.
Really? Did we outright kill? We just made him plummet to his death, I guess. Okay. I'm alright with that. I'm alright with that. Anything good in here? Oh, there's a chest. This is not the Schfinky I was talking about. But it looks kind of similar. Yeah, alright, it happened. I'm lost. Maybe we're okay. Where are all my dudes? The one thing I don't have protection against right now is shock, because that was on my ring and I'm using the Ozadal's ring right now. So yeah, that was pretty scary. Really? Still nobody? Raya? Serana? Anybody? You guys really that sick of my flame spell here? By the way, is the character a vampire or is he helping the Dawnguard? We're Dawnguard on this one. There are some spells. I guess a pure mage would be interested in the hemomancy spells, right? But I do have a vampire character coming up soonish. So we'll explore more fully the hemomancy spells there. But there are some restoration spells that you get from Florentius in the Dawnguard side that I think that would fit more with the pure mage than the hemomancy spells would with the vampire. Now, being a vampire does give you some benefits for mage stuff. Like it'll give you a boost to illusion, it gives you a boost to frost spells. And if you're sneaky, obviously you get the sneak stuff and the hemomancy spells, of course. Oh my god, stop moving.
Stay on your butt. There you are. Done and done. Who's there? That'll
That's right,
teach
keep
you.
shooting at me while everybody else comes to kill you. Okay. Troll, I don't need anything but these Shadow Masters and stuff. could. Also, the mage, the way I did the roleplay here is Calendil, the name of my mage here, Calendil Talandril. He is constantly trying to prove himself through these great deeds, great heroic deeds, to try to win acceptance into the Psijic Order.
Dead. Damn it.
So dipping into nefarious acts is not part of his repertoire. He is very fundamentally motivated to be a hero. Did not want that bow, but whatever, not encumbered. You all ever watched Wilburger? I don't know that I've ever even heard of it. What's it about? Educate us. I am looking forward to getting started on season 2 of The Last of Us. Season 1 was a really faithful representation of the game, which of course made it... Oh, he makes goofy videos about Oblivion. Awesome. That's another one. I mean, I feel like there's going to be a big resurgence of Oblivion because of that remake that's coming out. He does like funny Oblivion in Skyrim videos. He did a video about ordering a pizza apparently through Oblivion. Nice. Well, at least it'll stay warm, right? How you guys doing? Everybody still alive and kicking over here?
Keep your damn magic
Excellent.
to yourself.
Whoa! All right. You guys okay?
They aren't making the bridges. A strange race, these Fallen.
Strange race indeed. Oh, that's a Reaper.
You.
This is treacherous with this low amount of visibility through this cloak.
Who's there?
Dragon Soul. Oh, because of the Thunder Child.
I know I heard something. Die!
You guys got this covered? Yeah, Skulker's no match for you guys, huh? Alright. Yeah, so anybody looking forward to that Oblivion remake? Apparently that is gonna drop this coming up week. I'm cautiously interested. I want to see what the price point is going to be on it, and like, I don't know. I'm going to play it regardless just because it's Oblivion. That's one of my favorite games of all time. It was my first Elder Scrolls game that I got started
I
on.
heard something.
And I would love to get back into it with updated game mechanics and graphics and everything. I think probably most people in this chat, most modded Skyrim players, are more interested in Skyblivion. But I'm interested in them both. I don't mind seeing two different takes on the same thing. Looking forward to it. Day 1 Game Pass, apparently. Nice. So if you already have Game Pass, then you don't have to pay any extra money for it at all. Yeah, it's interesting, right? I'm worried about how much they would change. See, I'm probably on the other side of it. I'm a huge fan of the original game, but I tried to go back to it a few years ago, and it was rough. It was rough actually trying to play it. I'm a gameplay guy first and foremost. The game played fine when it came out. And then, you know, Fallout 3 came out, which was fine, and then Skyrim came out, and it streamlined, it streamlined a whole bunch of the gameplay stuff. It made the game a lot nicer to play in a lot of ways. And then Fallout 4 and Starfield added even more on top of that. So then going back to Oblivion after that, I was mostly missing the expanded and improved gameplay from the more contemporary games.
Hey, what the
So for me, even though I'm a
Keep your
huge
damn
fan of the
magic to
original,
yourself.
it was still something I couldn't go back to. So I'm more excited about the gameplay changes that they're making and less worried about it, because I wasn't going to play it with its current gameplay anyway.
Show yourself.
Oh boy.
There's
Shock mages. The only thing that is killing me with this current loadout right now. Damn it. Who keeps doing it? Was it you? It was. Pissing me right off.
What was that?
Shadow Master ran away. Raya, what are you doing, woman? Out of the way. It's Cataclysm.
Stay on your guard. Not very impressive.
There we go. Yeah, actually, I gave up on Baldur's Gate 3 because of the gameplay or lack thereof. I need action. I just can't do the point and click stuff anymore. The story was really good. I love all the Dungeons and Dragons influences and everything. That was all fun and interesting, but then it's like every time I would play for like more than an hour, I just got the itch to play an actual video game. So that one I felt bad about because people love that game, and I can see why, right? There's a lot of quality there. There's a lot of depth. There's a compelling storyline, a compelling narrative. There's a lot of replayability in it, but I don't know. Couldn't do the turn-based thing. Same, that's why I gave up on it. The point and click just didn't do it for me. Yeah, and it's better on mouse and keyboard, which is how I was playing it. I've heard that the control scheme is really clunky on PS5. But even still with the mouse and keyboard, I was having trouble staying engaged. Damn good game. Very impressive. Not for me. What the hell am I doing here? I missed a turn. This is the escape route if you fall in to the ravine here. There's a cavern that I missed. Probably no. Let me check this out. Nothing else doing in here. Okay, that's probably it. Yep, that gate has not been opened. Here we go. Okay, almost there. So what do you guys got going on this weekend? Anything exciting? Anything new, novel, interesting, dangerous, scandalous?
Hey, what the? Keep your damn magic to yourself.
Typical Redguard, suspicious of all magic, even if it's beneficial. They kill a Falmer before they even came out of the freaking termite tube. Nice.
Done and done.
Are we done? I thought I saw something moving around up there.
Show yourself.
Can't see. There he is.
Well, that's taken care of.
Does your mage have any flight spells? It would look cool with the cape. It would kinda, huh? I have a slow fall spell. Oh, and also one, it's not flight spell, but it is, when you sprint, you don't lose altitude, so you can like sprint off a cliff or something and you'll just go straight. So it's the same run animation. The slow fall spell might be pretty cool though. I'll have to check that one out. The cape just fluttering in the background. I love a flowing physics-based cape or cloak though. Adds so much drama to the look of the character. I love it. Okay, now we're getting a little tired.
Get ready. Trouble ahead.
A little hungry. There's another frost giant over here, I think.
Thought I heard something.
Could be mistaken.
You think I'm afraid of you?
Nope, there he is. Get one of the paragons anyway. Let's do it.
Oh no. Well done indeed.
Diamond paragon for that one. Nice. Live in a pretty quiet place, and I don't mind that. Yeah, that's more my speed too. I like it when there's nothing going on. Fairly happy and content with my life. It's just, you know, I think like everybody else, you want more time to do the things that you want to do and spend less time doing the things that you have to do. That's all I want that I don't have at the moment. Ooh, that light is bright. All right, let's refresh the monsters here.
Who's there?
Yeah, they're shooting the arrows from. It's obvious, Serana. Use your eyes. We take care of this guy up here? Looks like it. Oof. Screen pollution. Carrying too much. Okay. Deep storage. I think I can do this in combat. How are we doing? Getting there, getting there. Don't need the raw stuff. Hashimachi's Comet conjures a frozen comet out of the sky at your location, dealing 2,697 frost damage in the 100-foot radius impact zone, and freezing units hit. Can only be used outdoors. Jeez. Sounds amazing. I love this mod. Alright, I think we're good for now. Not done yet. Stay frosty. Or fiery. As the case may be. Oh yeah. Blow them up.
Come on.
Oh, I see you.
Done and done.
No, you're not done, Serrano. We still got the Shadow Master. Feel like an airwalk spell would be good. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, Shadow Master's gonna die.
Well, that's taken care of.
Slow, long, hot death. And not hot in a good way. Oh, we're going the wrong way. We gotta find the bunghole, guys. Oh, here we go. Gotta go into the cave to find the bunghole.
Hang on. Did you hear something?
There we are. The hell did I get hit with? Poison damage or something. What keeps hitting me? Interesting. Ah, here it is. The bunghole. This means we're on the right track. It's like you're going into a rectum and then right out the sphinky. There we go. We're going the right way. Wizard Ren. For 37 seconds, drains 37 points of magic up per second, doing half of that as health damage. Man, this is a valuable one. Ah, one of the untranslated Falmer tomes. Urag will like that one. And here's the other side of the bunghole. Very close now.
Hey, what the? Keep your damn magic to yourself.
Raya, getting sick of your complaining. Here it comes. You guys watch. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah. Should have given you a better warning. Ouch. Yeah, that hurt. If it comes at you, move. What movie is that from? Where is he? I don't even see the damn thing.
Well done indeed.
Ugh. Too dark without the mage light, too bright with it. Ah, here it is. Last way shrine.
You found the Way Shrine of Radiance, Initiate.
I did.
Are you prepared to honor the mantras of Ariel and fill your vessel with his enlightenment?
Yeah. Not my first
May the blessings
rodeo.
of Ariel protect you as you climb the road to the inner sanctum and final enlightenment.
I've never
Prelate.
seen a building like that. It looks like some kind of temple.
You deconstruct that, it says pre-late, which is kind of an oxymoron. You think about it. There we go. Got all 5 scoops now. All the scoops. Serana got messed up by those rocks. Yeah, she did. Anyway. Yelling if it comes at you, move, comes from Men in Black. Will Smith let that ball out of its pedestal, and it was just like bouncing all over the place. Not losing any momentum whatsoever. Just wrecking the place. Kept hitting people, and he's like started yelling, if it comes at you, move! Always made me laugh. Okay. Nice night. Nice night to kill a snow elf, huh? Yeah, he's arguably not even a snow elf anymore. Once you become a vampire, you're something else. You know, for a while when I was playing this game, first couple times I played through the Dawnstar questline, when Werther says he had the ears of a god, I thought he was like being arrogant about how awesome his ears were, how great they looked and how big they were. Seems like something a proud elf would be stoked about. I had the ears of a god. Later, after I shed my ignorance, I realized that it meant that Ariel was listening to him. Which makes more sense. I don't need any of this bullshit. But we do need some cloak spells. Because these guys are gonna
Itching for a fight.
pop out at us just randomly here.
These Falmer, they're frozen in the ice. I wonder how long they've been like this. And I thought the soul cameras could be.
You know what, I don't need all that. Okay, there's another Paragon in here, I believe. Yep, there's a frost giant. Oh, Raya.
Scratch.
Ruby Paragon. I think there's a chest in here too. Indeed, there is. Okay, I need the ewer. So we're gonna stay on this side. Yank that out of there. Lock ourselves in. We're gonna use it here. Aha. Good stuff. Definitely gonna need these elven arrows for the Harkon fight. I don't think we're gonna be able to do the Nightblade one hit on Harkon. But I'm also not too worried about that fight either. Not after that mage fight. You guys coming? Hey, James, welcome, welcome. Yeah, we're kind of at the tail end here. All right, Serana. Raya, come on. I want them to get stuck. Come Serana. Where's Raya? There she is. Okay. We're good. Got the whole... Oh. And the skeleton. Was out having dinner? What'd you have? I'm getting hungry, so this is the part of the stream where everybody tells me what they're having for lunch or dinner or whatever. And then I get super hungry and have to emergency exit the stream so I can go get a snack. Okay. No frozen ones. We're good. Making some breakfast sandwiches. Nice. Nice. Got a couple of sausage egg McMuffins for breakfast yesterday, and they gave us like twice the amount that we ordered. So I had some for lunch too. So I had sausage egg McMuffin for lunch and for breakfast. Do love a breakfast sandwich. Good stuff. Who doesn't love like eggs and cheese and some kind of breakfast meat? You can't go wrong with that. Dinner here, and ham, baked potato, corn, and pineapple. Damn, dude, that sounds good. I do have a honey baked ham gift card. I don't remember where I got it, but I saw it in our little gift card envelope. Maybe we'll go after Easter once everything's... Oh, yeah, this is an issue. I have not been bothered to go fix it yet. It's okay. I'm not really too worried about it. It's a one spot. Yeah, I might go do it after Easter when the crowds have all thinned out. I don't think I want to do that today. It's going to be a madhouse. Breakfast food for all meals. Yeah, I'm on board with that. I love breakfast food. It's like my favorite. And of course, pizza, cheeseburgers. Gotta love that stuff too. But yeah, breakfast food overall is probably my favorite. It's just good comfort food, you know? This is going to be an interesting fight, just because the mage is such a squishy character, such a glass cannon. I might have to make a lot of use of the become ethereal shout, I think. Distorted shape will help. As Verther, you know, pulls the ceiling down on top of you, it causes physical damage. You can actually see it and dodge as it's coming down on you, but there are so many of these frozen ones that are coming at you at the same time, it makes it difficult. So I think... Don't know where Raya went, but that's okay. She's around here somewhere. Oh, I hear her. I don't see her, but I hear her. So let's go ahead and switch out to... we'll do this. And then we will... Oh, we're hungry, thirsty, and tired. How about that? Can make this a little harder. What are we gonna do? What was it I wanted to do? Oh yeah, become ethereal. Will give us some invulnerability for these ceiling drops.
Did you really come here expecting to claim Ariel's bow?
Yes.
You've done exactly as I predicted and brought your fetching companion to me.
Which one? They're all fetching, especially
Is he
this
talking
guy.
about me?
I think he's talking about this guy.
I'm sorry to say, your usefulness is at an end.
Showcase.
Boom, 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 boom.
Figured.
This is just pure pandemonium.
Going well for you. This won't end well for you. For now.
An impressive
Become ethereal. Yep, still good.
wasted effort. You delay nothing but your own death.
Watch out! He's falling down the ceiling!
Oh, just in the nick of time.
Here we go.
Oh boy. Yep. Half health on just one of those ceiling shots.
Well, now that's taken care of.
Yeah, I agree.
Done and done. Surrender and give us the bow.
What's he doing? He's up to something. Peas and chips. Oh, I have
You
to
all right?
look back and see
Come
what
on, we
you
can do
posted
this.
there.
I know we can. He's up there on the balcony. Come on.
Man, are we gonna get all the way through Verther here? This should actually be a pretty easy fight, I think.
Enough, Verther. Give us the bow.
How dare you? I was the arch-curate of Ariel, girl. I had the ears of a god.
Until the betrayed corrupted
Breakfast food.
you.
You're
Yes,
making
yes,
your
we've heard
breakfast
this sad
sandwiches from
story.
scratch. Yeah, that's
Gelibor and his kind
a good way to
are
do it.
easily manipulated fools. Look into my eyes, Serana.
What kind of cheese do you
You
use
tell
on your
me
breakfast
what I
sandwiches?
am.
Nobody.
You. Oh, should have.
The moment I was infected by one of my own initiates, Ariel turned his back on me.
Perfect
I
ending spot, yeah,
swore
right?
I'd have my revenge, no matter what the cost.
You want to take revenge on a god?
Ariel himself may have been beyond my reach, but his influence on our world wasn't. All I needed was the blood of a vampire and his own weapon, Ariel's bow.
The blood of a vampire. Ariel's bow. It was you? You created that prophecy?
A prophecy that lacked a single final ingredient. The blood of a
How does this guy just
pure
not know he's gonna get cooked here?
The blood of a daughter of cold
After witnessing
Harbor.
what he just saw us do?
We're waiting all this time for someone with my blood to come along. Too bad for you. I
Hey,
intend to keep
what
it.
the?
Let's
Keep
see
your
if
damn
your
magic
blood has
to
any
yourself.
power to it.
What trickery is this?
Oh no. All the way down to there's
Sign of him.
that was amazing. All the way down there. How about that? All right. Well, we're gonna have to go down and loot his body down there, but we can use the way shrines for that. Oh, that was awesome. Just pop goes the weasel.
So the deed has been done.
Oh, I did the deed.
restoration of this way shrine means that Verther must be dead, and the betrayed no longer have control over him.
The betrayed weren't to blame.
What? What are you talking about?
He was a vampire. He controlled them.
A vampire?
Yes.
I see.
A vampire.
That would explain much. Deep inside, it brings me joy that the betrayed weren't to blame for what happened here.
Look at that mop. Magazine cover model over here with that hair.
Because that means there's still hope that they might one day shed their hatred and learn to believe in Auriel once again. It's been a long time since I felt that way, and it's been long overdue. My thanks to both of you.
Thinking about rehabilitating the Falmer, huh? Sounds like a fool's errand to me, but you're welcome to try.
You risked everything to get Auriel's bow, and in turn, you've restored the chantry. I can't think of a more deserving champion to carry it than you. If you wish to learn more about the bow, or obtain sun-hallowed arrows for it, I'd be more than happy to help. You've but to ask.
Okay, we are going to need some sun-hallowed arrows. Not a bunch, just a few.
Please, take the bow. It's yours.
Let's see. Can you tell me about Auriel's bow?
The bow was said to be carried by Auriel himself into battle against the forces of Lorcan in ancient and mythic times.
Interesting.
Its craftsmanship has no equal anywhere within Tamriel, and possibly beyond.
Yeah, looks fancy.
The bow draws its power from Aetherius itself, channeling it through the sun. Therefore, when an arrow is loosed from the bow, it produces a magical effect very similar to being burned by fire.
Sounds powerful.
That's actually only a fraction of its potential.
Only a
With sun-hallowed
fraction?
arrows, you would be able to produce a much more spectacular effect, causing bursts of sunlight to envelop your foes. The sunbursts would certainly hurt anything, but is especially devastating to the undead.
Okay, so Verther said something about using blood as well.
Well, using an arrow with the bow that's been dipped in blood may cause it to function differently, corrupting its purpose. That's, of course, if you're foolish enough to try it.
Oh, you have no idea. So, what can we do to get these sun-hallowed arrows?
I can actually assist you in that regard.
Just gonna do a blessing on
If you
them?
were to bring me some good quality elven arrows, I could imbue them with the proper incantations and rituals.
Alright, do it up.
Absolutely. I can only do 20 at a time, so if you want the rest of your arrows blessed, let me know.
I think 20 will be fine.
You're always welcome to return.
Thank you,
here
Mr.
at any
Gelibor.
time.
And the Novus guy
If
did
there's anything
have
at all I can help you
the
with,
mod to
please
make
ask.
Gelibor a follower. So that's cool. You get some extra screen time with Gelibor, with the last
friend.
known
May the light
snow
of
elf
Auriel illuminate
in
your darkest
Skyrim,
hours.
or in the world, I guess. At
It's-
this point,
Not as shiny as I was expecting. Still, it's beautiful.
what do we do now?
I think we both know. It's time to face my father.
Do it? Oh.
If we don't, he'll keep chasing us for the rest of our lives.
Yeah, I'm not running that thirsty Serana mod. So I guess we're not doing it, huh? All right. If we do, well, he'll have to die. Maybe we can reason with him. Let's run. Yeah. No, I think he's too far gone. I think he's gonna have to die, Serana.
I've been thinking about this for a long time. It's not easy. But I don't think we have much of a choice. No. This has to end here and now.
Well, then let's face him.
If we head back to the castle and kick the front door in, we're gonna be knee-deep in his friends. Let's head back to Isran and let him see
think
what
we can
we've
take him.
got first. I'm betting he'll lend us a sword or two.
Yeah, right. Better their blood than ours, huh? Okay, let's head down to the lake here. I want to loot Gelibor's, or not Gelibor, Verther's corpse. Which one was it? The learning? I think it's either one of these, actually. Try this one first. Gotta go back up to that frozen lake, or down to the frozen lake from here, I guess. Very seepy, though. Okay, cool. I picked the right one. Got to get that snow elf armor. And then once we go do that, I'll probably end the stream, but keep an eye in the Discord. I will drop the unlisted link to the Mage build guide. I'm actually really proud of how it came out. I think on a production level, it's by far, easily and by far the best build guide I've ever done. You may or may not like the build itself, but I like the way it came together. But like I said, the production quality on it, though, I think is pretty undeniably very well done. I took a lot of inspiration from Zen's build guides. It's just a skeleton. It's all the way up here. I think he fell down right around here somewhere. Yep, there he is. There he is. Man. What an unceremonious way to go. He just got launched in the air by my fire perks, by that cataclysm perk. Just right over the edge. Too bad. I'll take all of these gems for sure. And the snow elf stuff. Valuable enough. Okay. Let's go ahead and hard save it here. Oh, thanks for joining, everybody. I had a good time. Good way to kick off the weekend for sure. Playing some of my favorite game with some of my favorite people. So thanks for joining. Oh, I did also want to see what James is having for dinner here. Let's take a look. I missed it. Steak and ale pie, peas and chips. That sounds like an English-ass English meal right there. Sounds good though. Yeah, I'm hungry. Maybe I'll go out to eat with my wife somewhere. We'll see. See if we can put some plans in place. Go out and do something while the weather's nice. All right, that's it for me, guys. Really liked how this build came together. Like I said, I'm going to be releasing this build guide to everybody. It's going public tomorrow morning, just as soon as I get my tired ass out of bed and can switch the visibility on the video. But you guys will be able to get it a day early. As soon as I shut down the stream, I'm going to post the unlisted link in my Discord. So if you haven't joined the Discord yet, go ahead and hit that link in the description below. Join up, continue the conversation about all these builds and everything. Get privileged information on the next steps for the channel, the next builds I'm doing, and actually, have a conversation about it. You might help shape the next one. Also in the description below, bunch of awesome content creators. Check out their links, check out their channels, leave a follow, leave a subscription on YouTube and all that stuff. And yeah, I think that's it for me. See you guys around and take care until next time. All right, see you guys.